Things entertainment, Kyle, what's going on?
Okay, so the man who plotted to castrate and murder Justin Bieber is in jail for murder. But for some reason, he keeps doing these interviews about why he's in love with Justin Bieber. So I'm just going to pick out a couple of quotes from his latest interview where he's explaining why he is in love with Justin Bieber. Number one, he said, he's an attractive kid. Justin Bieber is warm and fuzzy. He's talented. I liked his music. Would I go to bed with him? Yeah, he's legal, so probably. Fame, I don't really care about. Wanting to be remembered for posterity, that's what's important to me. Then, as it gets even more and more creepy, he says, this isn't going away. Do you think I would really stop? Honestly, I tell people I'm not going to stop, and I'm not going to stop. If you're Justin Bieber, aren't you going, this guy's crazy?
You can't really try him for another potential murder if he's already in jail for life for murder, right?
Then the creepiest thing of all, he is in jail for life for murder, but he says if he was free, this would be his plan. And I have to say this in the most delicate way possible, but he did not. He said he would put Bieber in a cage and take advantage of him repeatedly and put the video on YouTube.
Good.
This guy has
That's
mental
Yeah, I tell him, you know what?
issues.
I don't think YouTube would carry that video. Ha!
Take that,
Mr.
guy.
Murderer.
Take
Yeah.
that.
Shows you.
Now what are you going to do?
Martin. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, cuckoo, just a little
Well,
bit cuckoo.
who's giving him that press? Who wrote that? That's GQ or something?
Details magazine. Yeah, it was a
they're
very
desperate.
lengthy interview, and it was creepy to say the least. Liam Hemsworth and Miley Cyrus, their relationship, lighting things up just a little bit. Their relationship has been on the rocks, and from what I'm hearing, their major issues with each other. They're fighting like cats and dogs. Liam Hemsworth said Miley needs to grow up. He thinks she's not acting her age, and he thinks, you know, they're engaged. They're about to be married. They need to act as if they are older and grown up. And then Miley doesn't think Liam puts enough romance into the relationship. Now, despite that report of fighting like cats and dogs, there is a new report. Miley changed her Twitter profile picture to her engagement ring. She is telling everyone and anyone they're happy. They're happy as can be. They're more happy than ever. The wedding is still on. Don't freak out. So, as most tabloid stories go, we don't really know the truth. We'll just have to wait and see what happens, right?
You know, Rich and I were with her dad, Billy Ray Cyrus, on Saturday night. Forgot to ask him anything about Miley.
No, we
What the heck?
talked just a little bit just about
Shows
how
you
much we
on
liked her.
top we are.
Yeah, we
to
mentioned
go.
how
Way
much
to go, guys.
we
Way to
loved
go.
her, thought she was great, and he didn't say anything about it, really.
Okay. Well, I thought this was kind of fascinating. I do not know, and John Jay, since you have a wealth of knowledge with these random names and whatnot.
Yes, go on.
Have you ever heard of Harmony Korine? It's like
Harmony
a director or a
Korine.
producer in Hollywood.
I have not.
Okay. This person has been banned from Letterman's show. And this person has worked with James Franco. So when James Franco was doing an interview with Letterman last night, this topic came up like, why'd you ban my friend? Why'd you ban my friend? Turns out this famous producer Hollywood person got caught red-handed by Letterman.
I went upstairs to greet Meryl Streep and say, well, you know, welcome to the show. Come in. She was not in there, and I looked around and I found your friend Harmony,
yeah.
going through her purse.
Come on.
True story. And so I said, okay, that's it. Put her things back in her bag, and then you get out of here.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you kicked him off. Holy.
That's
He was
crazy.
going through Meryl
But
Streep's
wait a second.
purse.
But that's a
Well,
it's
wait a
an
second.
assistant.
Why
or
did he
what?
say come in?
I don't know.
It's like maybe she was putting something back or
I
whatever.
don't
It seems kind of
know.
weird. If you knock on the door, come in. It's not like, oh, you caught me. Yeah, I just invited you in.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's a flaw in that story, Mr. Letterman.
You may have a point there, but I thought that was quite fascinating. Quite fascinating. Really quickly, Lindsay Lohan, the train wreck that she is, this is, you know, she got sentenced to 90 days in a lockdown rehab. There's been some drama on whether or not she'll go to a lockdown rehab because that doesn't seem to exist anywhere. She may go to jail, but check this out. No matter where she's going, she told her lawyer that she has to stay out of rehab until after the Coachella Music Festival in April. She says, I cannot be forced to go to rehab until after I party my brains out at the Coachella Festival, okay? And she got her wish because they worked out a plea bargain where she can attend the next month in mid-May is when she'll have to check in. But like I said, there is some drama happening behind the scenes with that. No facility in New York or maybe even in the country will keep someone in a lockdown rehab facility because rehab is voluntary.
I have a question. So, because they said you can go in lockdown, and they gave that away to her. Since there is no lockdown, does she get away with it, or she has to go to jail?
I don't know. From what I've been reading, it depends on how it was worded. If it's 90 days in custody in a lockdown facility,
There isn't one of
then
those.
rehab is an option.
Oh, okay.
Then maybe she can't get out of it. Maybe in the facility has to be jail because it's got to be 90 days in custody in a lockdown facility. If it's specifically said in a lockdown rehab facility, that may be a loophole, and she may get out of anything at all, which could be very Lindsay Lohan-like. I definitely would not be surprised if that happened. On our website right now, johnjaneRich.com, if you type in the keyword GBG, some good stuff up there for you to check out, including, I know it sounds surprising, but yes, 98 Degrees has a brand new song, and surprisingly, it's actually pretty good.
I know you want to play it. You're dying to play it.
I will.
I'm dying to hear it.
1 hour from now, I will play it. 1 hour from now, but if you can't wait until then, log on to johnjaneRich.com and type the keyword GBG.